Ever since I can remember, I have always been one to love saving money. And I wouldn't say that I'm a cheap person, I just really love to save money. Fish keeping can be expensive. I mean, it just can. You have the tanks that are almost $100 out there, equipment, the supplies, it adds up over time. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of my top favorite money saving tips as a fish keeper. The first tip I have for you: buy used tanks. If you are looking for a tank that is more widely known just as far as the shape, if it's just kind of your standard, maybe your 10-gallon rectangular tank, so many people online are selling them used, gently used, sometimes brand new. And I know sometimes you can waltz into a store and buy a tank for $25, but I've seen some for 10 or less. And if you're willing to just scrub it down a little bit with some baking soda, then it's as good as new. Number 2, when you are putting live plants in your tank, ask fellow fish keepers for cuttings from theirs. A lot of times fish keepers who already have established planted tanks are throwing them away anyway because they have to trim them because they're getting too big for their tank, so they have to get rid of them because they have no one to give them to. They've already given them to friends and they just have so much excess that they would be more than willing to give you some. And if you don't know anybody already, get on some Facebook groups, get on some local groups, get on some local forums, and just start asking around, hey, are there any fish keepers around? I would love to have some plant cuttings, or you could even just say that you would love to connect with them, and then you can share together as you learn and grow. I actually ended up doing this, and I've met several fantastic ladies who are also into the fish keeping hobby, and I just decked out my brand new 10-gallon that I set up. You can check out the video. I just recently decked that out in plants that I got entirely from other people. I did not buy a single one of those plants in that tank. I don't go into Petco very often, but a lot of times when I go, I will check out the plant aisle in the plant section. And little plants, I mean, these little plants are going for $7. The slightly larger ones are going for $11, $12. You could end up saving hundreds if you are willing to just search around a little bit, do a little bit of networking. It will be worth it, I promise. Number 3, if you need a place to put your fish tank, like a stand, before you go and just buy one, search throughout your house and make sure you don't have somewhere that you could go ahead and put it, like a kitchen counter, a bedroom nightstand, a bedroom desk, a table even. If you really don't have anywhere that you could set it, but you have a space that you could add another table or so, look online. Search Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Search the free listings first, because a lot of times people will give away old desks, old nightstands that are still really solid. You can maybe just give it a little coat of paint or just leave it as it is. For my little 5-gallon fish tank, I just use my IKEA nightstand, and I didn't buy it specifically for that purpose, but it's really solid and it holds a 5-gallon pretty well. Number 4, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and Nextdoor are your best friends. When you are looking for aquarium decor, I always recommend mostly just go with live plants. But if you're wanting something like a centerpiece, maybe a main focal point, get on Facebook Marketplace. The other day, I bought an entire lot. I mean, it was 2 huge bags of aquarium gravel, heater, filter, nets, food, 3 or 4 different kinds of chemicals, all of that, and about 3 structures that would probably go for $25 or more each at Petco. They all looked brand new. They were all very well cared for, very gently used. I just needed to clean it. I bought all of that for $25. The 5th and last tip I have for you is to buy reliable equipment. Some of the equipment, depending on the size of your tank, isn't going to be that expensive anyway, but sometimes cheaper is not always better as far as your heater and your filtration systems. You really want to look at reviews. If some equipment pieces are a little bit more expensive but are known to be more reliable, you need to go with those options. It's better to pay a little bit more and not have to replace your system or lose all of your fish to a malfunction. That is it, my 5 favorite tips for saving money as a fish keeper. If you have any more personal ideas, if you have any more ways that you love to save money as a fish keeper, put them in the comments. I would love to learn them, and I know that others would love to read them as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, feel free to ask questions and connect with me on my socials. I have links to all of those in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.